Gameday is built by the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. And in part by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Share a Coke this football season with your friends, family, and fans. And Reese's.
What? And that music will get you ready for kickoff. Exit light. Enter game day check down. You see these guys, Paul Martin might not be able to go against Maryland. Mauer doubtful against South Carolina for the Big Orange. Jeff Thomas for the U suspended against Pitt. Superdog standings, there was only one winner last week, and it was Lee Corso.
Oh man, look at Lee. He's right on your heels, man.
I'll take my half-point loss last week and just go about my day. Half-point loss. Ole Miss. I'm done with Ole Miss forever. Never pick them again.
All right,
Give me a dog.
I got UCF and Temple. Now, UCF, their leading rusher, Greg McRae's a little banged up. I don't know how motivated they're going to be to. Up there in Temple, the weather's going to be kind of cool. I think the Temple may keep this game close, if not win it outright. I think it's a 10 point.
Yeah, you get 10 and a half there,
10 and a half. So I like Temple.
Yeah, you'll get a point there for sure.
I hope so.
All right, Pat Fitzgerald. All right now, kid. Pressure is on. Come on, Pat. I get 9.5 today. I think they can win it outright at home. Sleepy Ryan Stadium there, or Ryan Field. They got a shot, right?
It's got 13-3 written all over it.
For sure. Take my half-point loss and leave.
Are you finished? Can I talk
Yes, sir.
now?
Go.
Tennessee gets 4.5 against South Carolina. Tennessee has never beaten Coach Muschamp. 0-7 against the guy. Perfect spot for an upset in Knoxville.
Nice one.
No, man, here's your super dog, South Dakota State.
Oh, wow.
Hey, the Bison have shut out both opponents with game day in town, but it ain't happening with Jabari Gibbs and the Jackrabbits. Winning record against the Bison here, and they will and win outright.
Oh, yeah.
Let's take a look at our Saturday selections for today, brought to you by Coors Light. Here's our celebrity guest picker, Pat McAfee. Excellent job on the holding, the athleticism on the hold, and the punting job.
Thank you. A lot of athleticism down there. Don't get talked about enough.
He had people chanting for the brand. Hell
yeah.
Leading in.
They know.
But if your brand, look at what you got to do with your brand. There it is. You got to run down John Goodman. If you can.
I could get him. I feel pretty good. Me and Vinatieri, we counseled each other, and we got nothing but locks today here in front of the beautiful people of South Dakota.
Yeah! Hey!
Making punters great again there. Let's get started with a couple of 1-6 teams. UMass is the underdog. That's usually a good sign.
Yeah, I agree. I was going to go UConn for my buddy Rip Hamilton, but I'm going to go UMass in the close one.
I am going to go with the Minutemen as well. These teams stink. It's a New England battle, but it is the University of Massachusetts homecoming, and they're going to win in front of their alumni coach.
Not so fast, my friend.
Already.
Yeah, already. Nice outfit.
Thank you.
Guns out, Coach.
These two teams have played 74 times. You know that?
Yep.
Connecticut's
time.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Coach. I'm going with UConn because, like you said, these are two of the worst teams in history. UMass is really bad. I'm going with UConn.
You know, Pitt only has one loss in ACC play to take on Miami. Who you got?
I like Pitt's defense. I like the way they run some trick plays on offense. In Miami, they're having some issues down there in Coral Gables, so I'm going with Pitt.
Yeah, and this hurts me to say it because I went to West Virginia, but this Pitt team's a very physical team. And I enjoy the turnover chain from the U. But that Pitt team, they celebrate by doing shotguns. And I am a big fan of that. I think the Panthers get the win over Miami today at Heinz Field.
Pitt. Because of that reason.
Yeah. That's great logic right there. I'm going with Pitt, too. Pickett and that defense and Miami offense, I don't think they have much of a chance on the road today.
Syracuse does not have an ACC win. Does that change against Florida State?
No, sir. Cuse's offense has been sputtering lately. I think Florida State's going to win.
I got a chance to watch and call a Syracuse game. They couldn't protect the Pison quarterback they have. I have FSU getting a win here for no other reason other than that.
Syracuse won by 23 last year against them. overconfident. Knowles.
I'm going with the Noles just with that defense. That Noles defense. Syracuse beat up on offense. Give me Florida State.
All right, ACC Coastal leaders Virginia on the road against an improved Louisville.
Yeah, but their defense is the tops in the nation in sacks and tackles for loss, so I'm going with UVA.
I agree with you. The Wahoos have not been able to put together 4 good quarters. Louisville coming off that Clemson game. I think there's going to be a little residual effect. I'm going with the University of Virginia Cavaliers.
That was great.
I mean,
congratulations. That was really good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Virginia.
Yeah. He and Hasselbeck break it down on Thursday night. You should tune in from time to time there, LC.
Okay.
I'm going to go, it's all across the board there. Virginia. I think Virginia's the team, as I said. I'm all over the Coastal this year in the ACC. Virginia, the team to beat. I have no idea. Flip a coin.
Bear, what do you got? Will you go the other way there?
Has anybody picked an underdog yet on this set?
No.
So what? Easy.
No, actually, UMass. You pick UMass. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Favorites always win, right?
So you got Louisville. All right.
I like Louisville. I do like Louisville today.
Louisville outright.
You're not winning anybody money with that pick.
How about Duke and UNC? Duke's won 3 in a row against the Heels.
Yeah, and Duke was embarrassed by UVA last week, 48-14, so I got Duke bouncing back big today.
Mac Brown is back in football at North Carolina. They lost a couple close ones, but Sam Howell is North Carolina's child. He's a great quarterback. I'm going with North Carolina in this rivalry game for old Mac Brown.
Good pick. The Brownies win another one. The Brownies.
I'm going with Mac Brown. He becomes the winningest coach in North Carolina history. And you're right, man. That kid, Sam, you probably had him on a Thursday night.
Very good.
Sam Howell's the real deal. I like Sam Howell to lead him to a victory.
All right, got to have a couple of quick ones here. Maryland, Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Row the boat. That's all I got. I got Minnesota, Coach.
Minnesota. Let me read. I got to read this thing here right there.
Okay.
Just a second.
I can help you out.
Okay, the gloves, it's hard to get that.
Minnesota, they've won 9 games in a row. This is right here. First time in 78 years.
Wow.
78 years.
Me? That was totally worth it.
That was worth it.
I'm going with Minnesota. It's row the boat and ski.
Sky Yuma.
Sky Yuma.
They go 8. Last time they were 8-0, they won the national championship. You know, Texas, TCU, quick.
This was a coin flip for me. I think Texas, because they have better athletes. I'm going to go with the Longhorns in a very, very close one.
Yeah, they've been in a glass case of emotions. Almost beat Oklahoma, barely beat Kansas. I think they get the win over Gary Patterson's TCU. I like Texas Longhorns here.
Nice job. Nice. That's a great pick, Texas.
I'm going with Texas because Bear was so adamant that TCU is going to beat Texas. That's the only reason I'm going to go with Texas today.
Right,
Appreciate that.
Oh, man. Former North Dakota State head coach Chris Kleiman, Kansas State and OU.
Hey, this is a game we all think can be closer than the experts think. I think Oklahoma will win this game, but Kansas State is going to fight in this game.
Now, they all booed because they hate the guy because he left here, but Lincoln Riley is the most creative offensive mind maybe to ever grace the game. I think Jalen Hurts in Oklahoma bury Kansas State today.
Hey, Kansas State beat them 4 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what? Forget about it. Oklahoma, big.
Big. Yeah, it's him. Bury him big. I'm with Dennis. I think it's closer because it's one of those emotional games, early kick. Kansas State's better defensively than people give them credit. OU wins, but close.
That's on ABC. I never know when you're being facetious. What about Oklahoma State and Iowa State real fast?
I think we'll have a shootout, but I'm going with the Cyclones and Brock Purdy.
Everybody likes the Cyclones. Great coach, great quarterback, but I will never, ever in the history of my life bet against that mullet. Oklahoma State gets the win here because I'm an American.
Oh, man. Okay. Oklahoma State, huh? Not so fast again. It said, Iowa State at home. Tough.
It's tough between Brock Purdy and the mullet. I'm going to go with Brock Purdy.
No.
Iowa State. Mullet? Yeah. I'm still an American.
Top 10 showdown in the SEC, Auburn, LSU.
I tell you what, I like LSU in this game. I think the weather may hurt their offense a little bit, but I think Bo Nix is going to throw 2 interceptions, so I got LSU.
That's a heck of a prediction. I think Joe Burrow is going to ball out. If their special teams can show up, I think down in the Bayou, Death Valley, LSU gets the win.
LSU, that's a good pick, but close.
Yeah.
LSU close.
I think it's going to be really close. I think it's more of a underneath passing game from Burrow because of the way Auburn's going to play defensively, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire will be the difference, I think, with LSU being able to run the ball.
You can check out that game on ESPN Radio this afternoon, by the way. Penn State and Michigan State on ABC.
Talking about close, because the weather's going to be nasty, I think it's going to be a close game. I'm still going with the Penn State Nittany Lions.
This feels like one that D'Antonio pulls out at home, but in my eyes, A lot of emotions for this Penn State wins the last couple of weeks, but they're built on emotion and passion. James Franklin almost fought a fan last year. This is a very normal thing. Penn State gets the win over Michigan State today.
No time for me. Penn State.
That's on me, Lee.
I'm going Penn State. I'm with Des. It's going to be close. They're not going to have the fastball working, but K.J. Hamler against all that man-to-man coverage from Michigan State. Clifford finds him late. Penn State wins.
All right, what about ABC Prime tonight, Notre Dame, Michigan?
Like the Wolverines found some offense a week ago against Penn State. If they don't turn the ball over, Wolverines.
Jim Harbaugh's texting people, telling them he's not leaving and the world isn't caving in. Notre Dame gets the big win here.
Notre Dame.
Forget it. No. The new Michigan team. Michigan over Notre Dame. Who do you pick?
I'm calling that.
Oh, yeah.
No call there. All right, Wisconsin, Ohio State going to kick off top of the hour.
Listen, there's a lot of talk about Wisconsin trying to bounce back, get some respect because they lost against Illinois last week. It's not going to happen in Columbus. I got Ohio State big.
Big time kick last week for Illinois to send the Badgers home. Sad. I would like to say Ohio State, Justin Fields, the kid's incredible. Big win today in the horseshoe.
But remember, Ohio State close. I'm telling you guys, 14.5 points is a lot of points.
What Wisconsin did a week ago in Champaign has no bearing at all on what's going to happen today. They're going to show up, play with a chip on their shoulder, but it's not going to be enough. Ohio State's plays in space with the athletic ability, the difference, Ohio State wins.
And our game that will be streaming on ESPN Plus, North Dakota State and South Dakota State. Bison have won 28 in a row, 16 of them against ranked opponents, and the Jackrabbits would love nothing better than to bookend that streak.
I think this stage is about as big as you can get.
Such a big game for, the two states.
The biggest rivalry in the FCS.
I know they don't like us and we don't like them.
When you commit to North Dakota State, you commit to, trying to beat the Jackrabbits.
To get what we need to do to get to the #1, we got to take down the top.
It bleeds a little deeper, winning the Rock, the Dakota marker back, keeping it at home.
We have this whole state support. We want that thing back here in Brookings.
Everybody has so much pride for their state, and that's what's riding on this game.
Replica of the original Dakota marker, so who takes that trophy home?
I tell you what, you got to look at this young quarterback, Jabari Gibbs, man. He's a dual-threat quarterback, 6'3", 230 pounds. Their offense is very multiple. Will keep North Dakota State's defense on their heels. I'm going Jackrabbits.
Boy, this is a tough one.
Yeah.
Man, South Dakota State's been a great host, unbelievable setting. Can't wait to be able to sit back and watch this game. But I'm going with Trey Lance and the Bison. Tested. They've already played 3 of the top 10 teams. I'm sorry.
Pat? Talk to him, Pat.
Please excuse my dumb friend Kirk. You look at this crowd, they've been out here since 4 a.m. College game day comes to town, they lose their mind. The population of this state is about 800,000, and when the Jackrabbits take the field tonight, they're alongside all 800,000 South Dakotans. The Dakota marker was in Fargo for far too long. Today, 5 o'clock local time, the Dakota marker is back in beautiful Brookings, South Dakota. Adam Vinatieri School. They might be the Jackrabbits, but they're the GOATs today. Ladies and gentlemen, South Dakota State with the win.
LC.
All right, LC.
I love South Dakota. I love the Jackrabbits. All right. But I'll never forget the time in Fargo when I got to be with my namesake, Corso the Bison.
Yeah.
Look at it.
You know what's up here, Pat.
He ain't great.
They named the Bison
after me. He's too old now. He can't come here today, he told me.
So
I love the Bison. I love the Jacks. But there's no way I'm picking against my family.
Oh!
This one's for you, Corso, wherever you are. Give me that Bison head.
No, don't do that. No. Lee, coach.
He has the
No.
Pat says it'll be
No.
What a great morning we've had in Brookings, South Dakota. Enjoy enjoy your college football
That's a
Saturday as you've
heartbreaker.
experienced the Dakota marker.
Coach, I thought we were going to be on the same.
You're watching Auto Trader Tailgate Week.